Hello there, Treffert. How you doing? Today we're going to do a little penciling activity that involves holding the pencil like this, which I call the detail position, and then way at the end, which I call the sketching position. The sketching position is good for making soft, light, straight lines. We're going to draw some straight lines. We're going to do a little math, talk about fractions, maybe a couple shapes, and at the end we will end up with some sort of superhero. The very last thing you're going to do is have to try to come up with your own original idea as far as the superhero's superpower. We're going to start by making a vertical line. Then we're going to use our brain and imagine where halfway is. Then we're going to shoot for it. Put a little mark. That looks like halfway. Did I do it? Did I do it? Then I'm going to measure using my pencil. Oh, too high. Too high. So then I'm going to lower it a little bit. And I'm going to remeasure. Is that equal to that? It's pretty close. Then I'm going to put an X. That's going to be the bottom of the torso of our superhero. From the X to the top, divide that in half. Oh, too high again. Just give it another shot. That looks pretty close. So I'm starting with a hole. I'm dividing it in half. Each half gets divided in half, which gives me fourths. Each fourth gets divided in half, which gives me eighths. Our superhero is going to be 8 heads tall. The top section where the head goes is going to start off with, for me anyway, I'm going to do a diagonal line about 45-degree angle, and then I'm going to go up and over until I bump into the center vertical. It's like an upside-down egg or a balloon shape. Leave a little bit of space and then a horizontal line that is twice the width of the head. Your shoulders are about twice the width of your head. You can make it longer than that if you want even broader shoulders like some superheroes have. I'm going to go from each shoulder down to the next dot. And then the third dot, which is really the belly button of our superhero. And then the fourth dot, which is the bottom of the torso. So your reference points are the head, and then at the bottom of that, that's the top of your sternum, where the collarbone or the clavicle is. Apparently that's the most painful bone to break. It's a clavicle. And underneath that is the bottom of the sternum, which is called the xiphoid process, and then the belly button of the superhero, and then the bottom of the torso. Each is about 1 head length tall. Then I'm just going to round off those corners a little bit. Those are the pectoral muscles. Notice right above the belly button, an upside down V with 2 verticals. It looks like a house, but it's really supposed to show the bottom of the rib cage and then 6-pack abs. From the bottom of the torso, I'm going to draw an upside down V. That's the air or the negative space between the legs. And then a little curvy line halfway down the femur, and then the next, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is where you're going to find the knees. I'm going to do a parenthesis and a little trapezoid. Looks kind of funny, but that's a simple way to make legs. A parenthesis, and a trapezoid, and then the upside down V that I made there is the top of his boots. The very top of your pelvis does go all the way down to your knee. It's called the sartorius muscle, I believe. It's the longest muscle in the body. For the deltoids, those are your shoulder muscles. I'm going to actually just write the letter D. It seems to work. So a D for deltoid. Then underneath the deltoid is the bicep. I'll just make a little oval. Connect the shapes. Your elbows line up with your belly button, pretty close to lining up with your belly button. That rectangle trapezoid shape is the forearm where the radius and the ulna bones are. And now we're down to the wrist. Triangle, triangle, triangle. That's an easy way to make hands, and then you can go and round them off a little bit. My superhero is just about done. I could erase and adjust some things. The shoulder on the left looks a little weird. And maybe he wears a cape. Maybe he's a she. I mean, the last part is to give him some sort of identity. The eyes are about halfway. The nose is about halfway between there, and then the mouth is about halfway. He's gonna wear a mask. What kind of superpower? This is where it gets really challenging. Like, oh, he's got super strength, right? Look at those muscles. Well, super strength has already been done. How about invisibility? Oh, invisibility, right? It's already been done. Super speed. I think it's been done. Great big brain. I think it's been done. I think this guy, his superpower is he can imagine a cheeseburger, and a cheeseburger will magically appear. I don't know that superpower exists or not. So, anyway, give this a shot if you'd like, and have a wonderful day.